Hello, my little lambda lambs. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to another episode with Sunny LaRome, the professional martini drinking blogger. All right, so today or this episode, we are going to journey to the galaxy far, far away. That's right. We're going to be talking about Star Wars, all things Star Wars. So if you are a Star Wars fanatic, Star Wars fanista, if you live, eat, breathe Star Wars, this update is for you. But before we get into it, you guys know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that notification bell so you won't miss out on updates, new episodes, and when we go live. It is the freest and easiest way to support the channel. And you can follow me on social media. I'm on all platforms. My handle is at Sunny LaRome17. And I'll leave all the social media links and everything in the description box in this episode. This is our little boys, the Bad Batchers. Saga is coming to an end, and we are weeks away from the final season. One of the major characters, rumored allegedly, is going to meet the same end or a dramatic end as our beloved Tech has met in season 2. Now, rumors is saying that it's either Echo or Crosshairs. Now, I don't believe this rumor, and I'm going to tell you why. This is the final season. We're going to have closure to the Bad Batch specifically storyline. I don't know if they're going to make it broad enough to include all the other clones, but we do know that Captain Rex survives because we see him later on in Rebels. We know McGregor survived because we see him, and he actually dies in Rebels. And I'm sorry, the garbage man decides to show up today. Anyway, so we know some of the clones have survived, okay? But we don't know anything. I mean, they don't really say specific about like Hauser or, any of those type of clones. And you guys, if you're a Star Wars person, you know who I'm talking about, so I don't need to explain that. All right, so I'm wondering, well, here's my thing, getting back to the rumor. I think all of them are going to meet a demise that we're not going to be happy with. I'm just going to put that out there. So prepare yourself. I have not seen anything. I'm not, I don't have my hand on the pulse where I could just pick up the phone and say, hey, George. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Dave. Hey, John. Send me. No, I'm just saying that this rumor, I don't know how it got started and how it perpetuated to this point where we're talking about it. But I really think that all of them, Hunter, Wrecker, Echo, Crosshairs, the majority of the Clone Force 99 is going to meet a traumatic end. Okay, so prepare yourself for that. Omega does, because I'm assuming that she lives. And I, want to see her as, we've seen her as a kid in season 1, right? And she was naive. Never been off a Camino. She's a genius. She's a purebred clone. She is a direct descendant of Jango Fett. Bobo is her brother. They are unaltered, and they don't have an inhibitor trip. So she's learning like a little kid. So when we saw her in the first episode, she was very naive. Second season, brilliant. You can still see that naivety in her, but she's more mature. And now in season 3, I want to see her grow even more, because y'all out there like me want to see a live action of Omega, okay? And so season 3, the final season, the done, one and done. It's going to be streaming on Disney, and we're expecting that to come in the coming weeks. So that's just pretty much around the corner. So we're just waiting, salivating. We don't know if Tech's going to come back, but I don't want Tech to come back. He should not come back. If he's expired, let him stay expired. I mean, that was traumatic. He just announced that Ahsoka season 2 is coming and it's been confirmed. So I don't know if they're in production, if they're just writing, or what the case may be. But we are getting Ahsoka now. Perfect segue here. It would be interesting to see a live action Omega on Ahsoka. So you have Ahsoka, you have Hera, and you have Omega. And those 3 characters, I want to see. I want to see this because, listen to me now. Listen to me, you Star Wars fans. Listen to me. And you guys chime in the comment section if you think that this is a good idea. But let's just follow me here. Follow the bouncing ball. All 3 characters were affected by the Clone Wars. So you have Ahsoka at a young age, a soldier. You have Hera at a young age, trying to figure out where she fit in all this because her father, Cham Syndulla, is the leader of the Freedom Fighters. And so she has that conflict with him. And if you saw the episode in season 1 of The Bad Batch, you can see that that conflict with her father. She tells him, Gobi believes that I can do my part. Why can't you? Brilliant. And then, of course, Omega being on Camino, helping developing different types of clones, like Clone Force 99 and, different types of clones. I just said that. Yes, I repeated myself. I'm so excited about this. So then you have all 3 characters in the same war, but they have different experience. So you have Ahsoka Tano conflicted because she's not resolved to the point where, has she stayed with the Jedi Council, if she stayed in the Jedi, she could have saved Anakin. Okay, so let me explain this whole situation for those who are not Star Wars connected. Okay, so Ahsoka Tano was a Padawan learner of Anakin. Okay, and so she was set up by another Padawan learner and kicked out of the Jedi Order, right? So she goes and she solves her own crime, and they realize they made a mistake. Yoda realized the council made a mistake. They invite her to come back to the Order, and she says, no, because y'all did me dirty, and I'm not going to we're done. So she walked away from that. And Anakin really wanted her to stay. And she feels because she walked away from the Order, she abandoned Anakin, which set him on this course to become Vader, which is partly true because Anakin does not deal with abandonment very well. He's very attached to the people, because that's his family. Okay? So she walks away from the Order. She walks away from Anakin, which sets him on the path of becoming this Sith Lord. Right. Hera, who is Cham Syndulla's daughter, a freedom fighter, grew up in the Clone Wars. Her father helped the Jedi and the Rebel Alliance fight against the Empire to free their planet of Roloff. So Hera's seen, and then, his best friend Gobi, she called him Uncle Gobi. So she was engulfed in the war in a different way, a very different way. And then as she grew up, she became the leader of a rebel cell to fight against the Empire, the New Order, whatever you want to call it, but oppression, right? And her dude, Kanan, aka Jacob, who was a young Padawan learner during the Clone Wars, witness the demise of his master from the Order 66. Okay, so he saw the clones turn and attack all of the Jedis. He witnessed his master's demise. So him and Hera have a different perspective on how the war was for them, because it's a different feeling, And so it was good in the Rebels to see the two dynamics, because Kanan's a Jedi, right? And he fought with the Jedi in the Clone Wars. Hera was in this bubble, but she was part of this fight. But her fight didn't take her outside of her planet of Braloff. She, saw her dad and the rebels fight to free their planet. So her experience was kind of contained, because then Omega's experience would be a little bit different, because she witnessed the loss of her planet, Camino. She witnessed the disaster, what happened in the Senate, effectively getting rid of all the clone troopers and creating stormtroopers, replacement, she helped wipe them out, trying to save them. And now she's going to witness the demise of her family. Hunter, Echo, she already witnessed Tech, and Crosshairs. So then you have Ahsoka, who helped create these clones to go fight, And her connection with the clones, she didn't really have that connection until Clone Force 99 was created, because she had a big hand in creating them, enhancing their abilities to do what they do best, right? So if you want to indulge in this Star Wars universe, this galaxy far, far away, and you want to know about the Bad Batch, I will suggest you start watching season 7 of the Clone Wars, episodes 1, 2, and 3. That's the introduction of the Bad Batch. Then you start watching season 1, season 2, and then you'll be ready for season 3, which will be streaming in a couple of weeks. And then, if you really want to indulge in Ahsoka, I would suggest you watch Rebels, seasons 1 through 4, which is now streaming on Disney, and that explains everything. Now, it is deep. It's deep. But yes, I do want to see these 3 characters live action together on screen and see how they interact with each other. That would be brilliant. And I'm just telling you, that will be brilliant. But you guys let me know what you think about that in the comments section below, because that is just some brilliant shiznah. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. So, click the notification bell so you won't miss out on fun updates like this. Talk about everything from Star Wars to Real Housewives, anything in pop culture, entertainment, reality TV, music, and more. That's what we're talking about here. We're going to go ahead and move on. All the social media links and everything will be in the description box for you guys to check out. So you want to follow me, the Facebook page and all that will be available there. So Jon Favreau has announced that The Mandalorian will be a movie. I said it. M-O-V-I-E. A movie. Y'all, that's some shenazzle. That is. That's really some shenazzle. Considering Mandalorian has left so many unanswered questions that it's like, really? I don't think 190 minutes or 160 minutes or 130 minutes or 120 minutes is going to answer everything. We had literally a crossover on Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett, right? Which was a Mandalorian season. We don't know if Book of Boba Fett's coming back. I think they should at least give him a season 2 and focus more on him. I want to know, where the hell was Boba during the Clone Wars? We know he was with Cells, I don't want to say the Terroizeous Cells. I hope I spelled that right. But you get the point. And we know from the Clone Wars cartoon that he went after Windu because Windu ended his father's existence. Okay. But that's all we really do know. We don't know much about him. We know that he escaped the belly. They showed that in the beginning of season 1. I want to know his backstory. I want to know what he's been doing all this time during the Clone Wars. That's what I want to know. What he's been up to. And I want to know if the Kaminoans was sending people out looking for him, because he is a direct descendant of Jango Fett, so his blood is like 100% because he's an unaltered clone. He doesn't have an inhibitor chip, so they either need him or Omega, right? So were they looking for this guy? Was the Prime Minister looking for him that we should get another season of Boba Fett? And I don't think we should be focusing on the Mandalorian. None of that. You gave him a movie. Put that crap in the movie, okay? Let's just give Boba Fett his due justice, and let's enjoy the moment and get his backstory together and figure out what the hell he was doing all those years during the Clone War. How he met Jabba. How the hell did he come up against the Hutts? How did that work out? How did he become a bounty hunter? Why did he walk away from his empire that he was creating to become this infamous bounty hunter and work for the Hutts? Tell us that story. And then what's going on with... It's just so many questions out there, guys, and I don't have that much time. I got more stories to bring to you. But the bottom line is we're getting the Bad Batch season 3. Let me see exactly when. Release date. We already saw the trailer. Late February. So yes, a couple of weeks away. So what do you guys think about all this Star Wars news? And then we got the acolytes and everything coming and all that good stuff. I'm really excited about Ahsoka season 2 because I know they're going to be focusing more on Thrawn. Grand Admiral Thrawn. Say it with me, y'all. That MFer is the beast. He's worse than Darth Vader, to be truthfully honest. More cunning, too. I mean, just a brilliant character. I'm going to leave links to those books that goes on and tells a story about Thrawn, because those books are just, if anything, they should make a movie about that. But okay, whatever. Anyway, so that's the Star Wars update. What do you guys think about some of these stories? Are you excited about the Bad Batch season 3 that's coming out? Are you excited that Ahsoka is getting a season 2? I am, and I'm hoping that we get to see a live action Omega. And if so, who do you think is going to play her? Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you excited about a Mandalorian movie? And are you excited that Rey is coming back to start a new Jedi Order? All these things are so juicy. I just can't. All right, leave your comments in the comment section below. Let's continue this conversation, and I will see you guys on the next one because we got a lot of stories that are developing. Right, guys? Bye.